Hello there, welcome back to Tell Us Straight. So today I want to talk about suit canvassing, or what some of you will call it suit padding. I want to show us how we can cut canvas the right way using accurate measurements and for different sizes of suit. As you can see, the suit well structured and sitting very well. We cut out the canvas so well that it's not even showing any issue. I can wear this suit for you to see how it looks. So I decided to dress in our native attire today, so as I would look like where I'm from. So you can guess where I'm from on the comment section though. So this is a well canvassed suit. This is a well canvassed suit. You can see how it's sitting. The chest is sitting flat, the sleeves are sitting right, and everything is perfect. So there are two different types of canvassing. We have the half canvassing and then the full canvassing. I'll be showing us how to go about the half canvassing for now. How to go about the half canvassing, and there are advantages to knowing the both, so you know which you can work on or work with at a particular period of time. So the half canvassing is less expensive, and then also have its good advantages. It makes the suit less heavier because it doesn't have much weight. But to cover for the remaining part of the canvassing that is full, that's why we use ST. You use ST to cover up for the rest parts that you don't use the canvas. So I'll go on ahead to show you how to cut the canvas and how to lay it properly. This is the material we call canvas. As you can see it, this is its nature and this is how it is. It is quite breathable, and it is not too thick. And this is a chest wording for suit. This is a gum wording, as some will call it padded. This is a light one, not thick, not the thick one. The thick one doesn't form well at the chest area. So this is what we would be using for our chest padding. First off, this is our suit. This is the front of the suit. Now, the first thing you do is to press well, so everything is lying down flat for you, so as you don't make any error. You press. This bending is on the line of our pattern drafting. In case if you've not seen our pattern drafting, you can just go on the video that is displaying on the screen. After this, you can just go and see it and understand pattern drafting, or you can just check my description to see pattern drafting. So now we've properly pressed it down. The first thing we'll do is to be cutting this canvas diagonally. We'll be taking out 6 inch, and then slanting it 6 inch from this point to this point, then slanting it all the way up here. So I'm slanting. You don't cut it straight, because I told you with time it forms the shape of the body of the person you create the suit for. That is why it's called a custom made suit. It forms the body of the suit you created it for. So cutting this diagonally gives it more room to be able to stretch and change form at any given time. It changes form according to the size of the body or the shape of the body that has been wearing it for a couple of times. So the first thing we'll do is taking out our slant this way. So our slant is ready. We take the front of the suit. You come down 2 inch Then from this line, you measure it till the end of this point. You add 1 inch to it. This is 9.5. I'm adding 1 inch to 9.5. So this canvas is cut. When you just get your 1 yard, you can divide it into 2. That's 18 inch. You can just, your 1 yard, you divide it into 2, you get this size. So you don't have to worry about the sizing, but it can go beyond 18 inch if you want. But I'm just trying to tell you that 18 inches, okay, you can use 18 inch. So 10.5, you mark 10.5 at this way. You mark a 10.5, and then you rule your straight line once again. You rule the straight line, and then we cut. So now you're cutting the second part. So now we'll bring the front this way. Bring the front this way. You're going to place this just from the beginning of the neck this way, and then it's coming as close as possible to the folding line here. Now we'll take out this dart that is on the suit. We'll take it out on the canvas as well. Take it out on the canvas as well. Pause right there. I know some of you will be thinking, why stress myself to go look for actual canvas to use for suits, and then stress to get wording and all that, all. It might just be waste of materials and all that. I can use other hard materials like chinox, like just generally other hard materials. You could use that and it sits well at the beginning of the suit. Now, one of the advantages of canvas itself, it's produced mainly for just suits. It has the ability to form the shape of anybody you create, like anybody you sew for. Like this part, it has canvas from this point completely. So with time, with the person wearing it, it forms the shape of the person's body that makes it look more fitting to the body than any other materials you would want to use. So I advise us to always want to use the right materials at the right places. It gives your work more durability and then more beauty at the total form. So make sure you sort out where you can find good canvas to use for your suits, not just any kind of fabric. So we'll continue from where we stopped. So this that we've taken out would come back this way. To come back this way, you're cutting a canvas to sew on it. So cutting this canvas this way. At this point, this canvas you're cutting to sew on it doesn't really matter. You can cut it straight, you can cut it slanty, whichever way you decide. So this is it. We're cutting it. We're stitching round on it. You're just stitching zigzag on it. So turning this frontward, we're cutting out this. Cutting out this. And then you're not cutting it as same. You're not cutting it same right now. You're cutting it with a bit of allowance. And then you're not cutting it straight upward. When you get to this point, you're just coming out this way. So cutting this out. Getting this out. So first off, before we finish trimming, we have to go attach this to this place. This will be totally closed, and then this is going over it. Totally closed. This is going over it. Let's stitch it. So as you can see, we've stitched, we've covered it with stitch. And then the next thing you also do again is to press. Press it. So you lay them up together and then bring back the front of your suit once again. So constructing a good bespoke suit, it doesn't just come by rushing your jobs. You need to take one step at a time and making sure every step is done the right way. Every single step is done the right way. So at this point, we're just going to take this way. Going to cut it this way. Going to trim. Going to trim it this way. So as you can clearly see how it's on the front. So this is about the canvassing. Now we're going to cut the wording. We're going to cut the chest wording or the chest padding to complement it. So since this is done diagonally to follow the shape of the body that we're going to make, and this wording as well is not going to be done diagonally though, but it's stretching towards the width. So you always make use of it this way, so as it has some amount of stretch to follow along with this. This is also stretchy. So you place it this way. Every part of our every part around this axis, you're having 1 inch space. Let me show you what I mean by that. So we're done with parting. So what I mean by that is this lower part, you're taking out 1 inch. This upper part as well, you're taking out 1 inch or 3/4, whichever one. It still works. And then this front part, 1 inch as well. Now, the only part we're not taking out no inches is the armhole area, because it will be used to stitch the sleeves around it. Why we're reducing the thickness of this side and this side and this side is because if these both are thick on the same on the same edges, it will create a height whereby being under the fabric, this layer would be very high that it would be showing on the outside of the suit. It will definitely be showing on the outside of the suit. So you have to reduce this other layers so as this place, the edge would be so thin that it doesn't show outside of the suit. So we'll go ahead to gum this together as it has gum. Go ahead to attach this with this. So this is after gumming it, and then we'll go ahead to stitch all around it. Stitch here and then stitch all in between. But some might want to use hand tacking to tack it all around, but I actually see it as doing the same thing and saving a lot of time for this particular aspect. So I just stitch here round, and then I go multiple times in between with stitches, as much as to hold this down, not making this, both the canvas and the wording, seam into one fabric. Like, you don't, no matter what happens, even with time to come, it doesn't have reason to tear off, because the stitches completely binds it together, and then it becomes like just one material altogether. So you can see I created a space here. You need to cut this out. You need to cut the wording out along the dots that you created on the canvas. This place, you just need to cut it. It doesn't have a specific height. Just if your dart is long, this also has to be a bit long to make this place more flexible and breathable for it to sit very well. So that is just what you need to do. Let's go back to do all the rest stitches. This is the stitches. You can do your stitches even more, like in between this is also fine. So we're basically just making this two fabric becoming one. Like, even no matter how long, it doesn't separate. No matter how they tend to wash it, also doesn't separate. So the next thing you'll be doing is also pressing it again to make sure it's lying down flat. Make sure every rumple is out, every bulging is out. So this is it. So if at this point you're still here to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and also share our video for more, to see more creations like this and even more. We have a lot, we have so much coming up, teaching you how to perfectly pattern your perfectly finish up your suit from A to Z. So we'll be dropping content on and on issues you're having about suit. So this is the placement. So you have to cut a piece of A-stay and attach to the tip of the canvas, as you can rightly see on this picture. So you place it accurately, just aligning with the line that you folded. Then you gum and make sure it has gum very well, like properly. So you use hemming gum, but just small piece. This we are placing it on the dart that was created under, just for it to hold down the canvas before we hand tack the canvas. So along the armhole area, you cut very tiny piece of hemming gum. The pieces of hemming gum should not be even up to ½ inch. As you can see what I'm trimming, very tiny piece. Then you gum it down and make sure it's properly ironed and gummed well. So you turn to the front and then you trim the excess, still not going up, maintaining the same shape you did earlier. So you trim it carefully, and then the next thing is you would hem the canvas to the body of the suit all through. This process helps you to allow the canvas gets the form of the suit, gives it the same shape. And also note that the hand tacking are just for temporal. It will be removed when pressing. You can see how unique and how accurate this is already. So we're not just teaching you something we don't know. We're actually putting you through things we've tested, we've tried, and it has given results, good results for that matter. So try this and just leave your reviews on the comment section. I will come back. I would make sure I'm there on the comment section with you to know what you're facing and how you're seeing our jobs. So thank you and do have a wonderful day.